These regrettable realities of poor voter turnout may not have been unconnected to the high deployment of uniformed personnel, high militarization, and tough-talking police high command. The number of rejected votes remained stable, averaging 2% in Edo Central, 1% in Edo North, and 3% in Edo South, but spiked to 5% in Edo South, Obia Southwest. This highlights the need for improved voter education to reduce rejected votes in future elections. Accredited voter percentages ranged from 23% to 37% across most local government areas. However, two areas stood out. Ego, where low accreditation with low accreditation at 14.6%, closely matched with voter turnout of 14.5%. In Igwebe, where a significant discrepancy emerged, with 64.1% accredited voters but only 28% voter turnout. This discrepancy warrants investigation into potential barriers that prevent accredited voters from casting their ballots. On the results declaration and analysis, following the final declaration of the result, we note that despite the collective expectation of a strong third-party performance, the race coalesced into a two-horse race between the APC and PDP. Both parties passed the 25% threshold in every local government area and have currently divided local government wins between themselves. This will lead to some analysis on the impact of third-party candidates and if the optimistic appeal of third-party candidates to the electorate, as recorded in the 2023 elections, was a flash in the pan or needs to be further studied. Pre-election analysis of a strong APC showing in Edo North appeared to have determined the outcome, with a 53,725 margin proving to be the game changer in the result, owing to a narrow victory for PDP in Edo Central and an even slimmer margin in Edo South. The ability for parties and candidates to remain strong and even engagement across the state remains the true bellwether in determining their election performance. CDD notes heartily that all observers reported that votes were counted openly and that the final results were recorded in EC8A form and summarily announced at the polling unit. This shows a continued adherence to the electoral processes. However, there was concern that in East and West, Ikoba-Hoha, Orionwo, and Umuwode local government areas, there were instances where the results were not uploaded to IRES as a result of network issues. And in Uhugo Town Hall, 008 Ward 5 in Orionwo, there was a recorded disruption that led to the polling unit being momentarily abandoned. Recommendations. 1. Collation of results is a fundamental aspect of electoral process. CDD therefore recommends that any controversy or loss of confidence in that regard should be treated transparently and in a timely fashion.
We'll do that, we'll review that to make sure that there are no breaches of the law. And I think it will be presumptive for us to make any categorical statement about that now. Since the results are not before us, these are from our observers. So I think, but it is important that we've highlighted these problems. The question of overvoting and the question of the difference between what was uploaded and what was declared. I think moving forward, I think within that 7-day window, that all those who have information should submit them to INEC. and you make it public also. So I think this is an opportunity for Nigerians to take an active part, because I think there are questions, definitely questions, about the discrepancy between what was uploaded and what was finally recorded. But technology can be manipulated, and we need to be very, very alert. Like it's not the answer. People find ways of going around it. And I think it's very, very important that we do this. So that was why we highlighted this in our report as well. And that was why I also started off by saying that unusually for the CSOs to come together and make specific comments about a specific aspect of the process, namely, problems with with the collection process. But I think it's also ought to be emphasized that at the root of all of this is the attitude of our political leaders, the political class, to, in terms of going out to undermine the process